Dear children, now let us discuss with a new lesson, that is fifth lesson, reproduction in animals. So in this lesson, in the previous lesson, that is in the living things, already we discussed about some of the classification of animals. But now in this lesson, now let us see what are those classification, how the animals are categorized into different classification. Now let us see about it. Here, let us see some of the sorting of animals. Just I am going to show you the picture of this in the textbook. Just look into the textbook, all of you. Look at this. See here they given some of the sorting of animals here. See here, the first picture it is given as a they are given the insects. Insects means as well know that there are varieties of insects, different types of insects are there. Yes or no? Here you can see here grasshopper, butterfly, honeybee. Yes or no? Wasp. Like this different types of insects you can see here. You can see varieties of insects, different types of insects are. Insects means in the insects only there are many different varieties are there. Okay, this is one of the group of insects here. And next one they given here is birds. Next picture what you see? Here they given birds picture. Birds means here in the birds itself there are again different types of birds. Yes or no? Different types of birds like a hen, peacock, yes or no? Sparrow, kingfisher, owl, duck, swan, like that many birds are there. Okay, next after when you move to the next picture, here you can see mammals. M-A-M-M-A-L-S. Mammals. What is mammals? Mammals means the mammals are the animals which give birth to the young ones. And they feed their mother's milk. So such kind of animals are considered under mammals here. Here you can see the mammals as dog, cat, bear, horse. Many examples are there, but only few pictures are given in your textbook. Okay, next we will move to the next one. Next group. What is the next group here? The next group they given here is reptiles and amphibians. Reptiles and amphibians means actually they does not give birth to young ones here. They lay eggs. Here. And amphibians means amphibians are the animals which live both on land as well as water. Amphibians are the animals they can live both on land as well as on in the water. Okay, these are some of the pictures of sorting of animals. Okay, now let us discuss about the reproduction in animals. Okay, here reproduction is one of the most characteristic features of living organisms here. Reproduction is one of the most characteristic features of the living organisms. Life would not exist on earth if plants and animals did not reproduce to make their offsprings. Here, if whatever is there, if all the plants and animals, if they do not reproduce their offspring, then life would have not been existed on the earth. All the plants and animals, if they would not have reproduced their young ones, means life would does not exist on the earth. There will be no life on the earth. If the plants and animals can't reproduce, means there would not be any life on the earth. Now, by reproducing, a living organism can be sure that there is another individual of its own kind to take its place when it dies. So, by reproducing, what happens here? Living organisms can be sure. Living organisms can be sure that there is another. What is it is? There is another individual of its own kind. There is another individual of its own kind which may live in the further future. Means once this older individual will die, means there is another individual of its own kind which may live further. So, like in the same way, it can be continued here. The life cycle of the same offspring may be continued even in the future also by reproducing. By reproducing the what you call this, the individual of a organism. The individual of an organism can be continued even future also by reproducing offspring. Okay, now how animals, now let us discuss about how animals reproduce. How animals reproduce. How animals reproduce. So as you all know that animals can be grouped into those which give birth to living offspring and those which lay eggs that eventually hatch into offspring. Those animals which give birth to live offspring are called live bearing or viviparous. Means here how the animals reproduce means animals they are reproducing in the two ways. The first one is that the first one we call it as a viviparous. V-I-V-I-P-A-R-O-U-S. V-I-V-I-P-A-R-O-U-S. So what is this viviparous here? Viviparous means viviparous are the animals which give birth to live offsprings. Viviparous are the animals which give birth to live offsprings. Live offsprings. Live offsprings are called as live bearing or viviparous. Called as live bearing or viviparous. Viviparous animals. Okay, this is about viviparous. Viviparous means viviparous are the animals which give birth to live offsprings are called as live bearing or viviparous. Okay, next another type. Listen here. Another one is what? Oviparous. Oviparous means animals which lay eggs. Which lay eggs. Animals which lay eggs that eventually hatch into offspring. Another one is what? Oviparous. O-V-I-O-V-P-A-R-O-U-S. Oviparous. Oviparous are the animals that lay eggs. That lay eggs. That lay eggs. Oviparous are the animals that lay eggs that eventually hatch into offsprings. That eventually hatch into offsprings. So what is oviparous? Oviparous are the animals that lay eggs that eventually hatch into offspring. This is about oviparous.